Welcome back. This last section of the course is the being that supports all the doing part of your entire system. It's what makes your one life flow. Without some things like good health, foundational self care, and a healthy work life balance, all the other stuff that we just covered won't mean a thing. Being productive and at your best doesn't just mean performing, because eventually, if you continue to ignore your health, your self care, your core values, your entire system could implode on you. Why bother setting up new systems and habits that you don't even have the energy to maintain? So, this is all about self care. We live and work in a world where more, bigger, faster has become an accepted way of being. But it all comes at a cost, because we're exhausted just trying to keep up. And in order to stay ahead of it all, we start pulling back on areas that we need to rely on more than ever during these times. The newest research on productivity and time management is now leading to things like sleep. Sleep is one of the behaviors many are willing to sacrifice on the mistaken assumption that doing so will allow us to be more productive. When in fact, if you have a good night's sleep, 7, 8 hours, what you'll find is you can get more done than if you'd stayed awake. Now, this particular factor is critical to your health and productivity. In the book, The Way We're Working Isn't Working by Tony Schwartz, the chapter on this subject is titled Sleep or Die. That kind of grabs the attention, doesn't it? The benefits of getting a good night's sleep are many, but most notable are more focus. When you're fully awake, your mind has an easier time staying clear. Your eyes stay open and you're able to concentrate on your goals. Sharper decision making. When you're well rested, you have the mental capacity to consider more aspects of anything. Your decision making skills can improve dramatically. Improved memory. The end of the day sweeping that sleep does gets rid of a lot of clutter, and it allows you to remember the stuff that counts. A 2007 Harvard study showed that the consolidation of information that takes place only during sleep is essential for learning new information. Better accuracy. We all know how alcohol impairs our motor and decision-making skills, but being sleep deprived can impair you by as much as 50% more than being under the influence. Besides, a recent study has revealed that sleep-deprived people appear more unhealthy and less attractive. So, if you're doing the dating game, get some sleep. Drink enough water. When you're dehydrated, you can't think well. And when you can't think, you forget where you put things. You can't make good decisions. Being around paper all day absorbs moisture from you, so be sure to replenish with lots of water. And eat better. Just like needing water, your body and your brain also needs nutrition. Quit skipping meals. Take back your lunch. Have some ready at hand selection of snacks, fruit, nuts, something, because you need to replenish throughout the day in order to stay on. Movement and exercise. There is broad and compelling evidence that fitness improves cognitive capacity and emotional well-being. And these are two factors that powerfully influence performance and productivity. At the very least, get up and move after 90 minutes of sitting at your desk. Ideally, though, you probably want to take a stretch break after at least 30 minutes. Take advantage of your natural energy cycles. Reserve the high times for the more taxing activities and use the lower energy and attention times for things that don't require your brain to be on. Manage your stress levels. I don't need to tell you that stress is an epidemic. Put your spectacles on from time to time. Our first world problems can't compare with what third world problems are. Breathe deeply. 2 or 3 nice long breaths. Breathe in good and breathe out bad. 2 or 3 of those. This simple trick really works when you're in the midst of a stressful moment. And take breaks between long intervals of intense focus. Go for a walk. Unplug from technology once in a while. You need time for stress recovery. Besides, you deserve a rest from it. Enjoy your one life. There's a video I watched quite some time ago, but it was all about how we're so stuck in our devices that life is passing by and we don't even notice the opportunities and the people that are passing by us. And the last lines of the video go like this: look up from that phone, shut down that display, stop watching this video, live life the real way. We spend far too much time being connected. During this phase, of course, the rules are a little different, but when life returns to relative normal, be sure to unplug from time to time. Build and nurture your support network. It is not a weakness to need one. It is an essential component to designing a balanced life. Quit trying to do it all by yourself. Okay, let me just wrap this section up here. Motivational gurus tell us, be your best, always. But sometimes that's easier said than done. But when you take care of your foundational needs as much as you can, you'll find you're better prepared to be your best and be your productive best. Quit ignoring those important and vital things. It's a subtle mind shift, but it makes all the difference when you think about it. If you're tired, feel fatigued, and you're having trouble focusing, there's no point in managing your time. The clock will keep ticking away as you sit there and do nothing because you're tired. You don't have control of time, but you do have control of yourself and how productive you are. So focus on that. And when you take good care of yourself, everything else will naturally follow. When you sleep well, eat and hydrate, exercise, exert boundaries and such, then being productive will follow. Then, when you add tips and techniques, such as the ones you've covered in this course, it's like adding oil to a fire. So stop worrying about time management. Start focusing on self-management, and the rest will take care of itself. In the midst of all that we have to face each day, all the demands and work and bosses and colleagues and it's easy to lose sight of what's truly important. Making it a priority to adjust and change what needs to be is critical to your well-being. And there's no better time than now. I love this quote. And every day, the world will drag you by the hand yelling, this is important, and this is important, and this is important. You need to worry about this, and this, and this. And each day, it's up to you to yank your hand back, put it in your heart, and say, no, this is what's important. You probably can't see it, but my hand is on my heart. Remember, you are a human being, not a human doing. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox now. So let's move on to making things really happen. Can a workshop change your life? The answer is yes, if you embrace some of the ideas, and no, if you don't implement any of them. Quit relying on the hopey, changey thing. Just coming to this course doesn't mean that things will now happen. It's commitment time. Use your next actions worksheet, which is on page 42. It has all of the areas and sections that you've worked on in this course. And check off the ones that you'd like to work on. I've given you a few blank lines there as well if there's something that you want to work on that we didn't cover but you really, really want to. Make sure you have that completed for our wrap-up Zoom call. All right? So we'll see you there.